long road back to title contention and a heavyweight championship opportunity for this man, but he has put in all the right work, and a lot of people give him a great chance to get the job done tonight.
You know, when you've been there and you get back here, it's not new. There are a lot of things that are familiar, but how do you change the result? How do you assure that in this time, during this chance, you ultimately walk away with the championship? He's been here before, John. The team's been here before. They are confident that this time they get it done. And that self-belief is rooted in the preparation, right? He's got speed, he's got power, all the tools to wrest the belt away. We'll see if we have a new US heavyweight champion on the team. Mike Tyson's in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Last boxing competition for him against Kevin McBride in 2005. He loves this mixed martial arts stuff. You know about his appetite for competition. This felt like an eventuality. Tyson on the biggest stage tonight. Yeah, it always felt like Mike Tyson would make his way here because he loves fighting so much. He loves mixed martial arts so much. But if you ever thought a guy could cross over from boxing with the athleticism, you thought it was Iron Mike Tyson. He was so fast, he was so gifted. He's an A-plus athlete. And if he commits himself to the wrestling like he did boxing, I imagine Tyson will find a lot of success inside the octagon. Once the baddest man on the planet, trying to realize that distinction again, albeit in a different combat sports setting. We'll see how it goes for Iron Mike tonight. Iron Mike Tyson has graced the octagon. Tyson is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Awesome. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Mike Tyson!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so here we are from Newark, New Jersey at the Prudential Center. Sellout crowd expected here tonight, all to witness more UFC history. This venue's been good to the UFC in the past. Hopefully plenty more where that came from tonight. When you step foot in this octagon in New Jersey, you better be ready to put on the show. Because these fans understand what they're watching, and they've been around since day one. They know a good fight when they see it, and if you start trying to hold and help inside the octagon, you're ready for the boo birds to come up. Efficient with that jab, doubles up on it now. Man, this is crazy, DC. These fighters are not trying to just touch each other. They're trying to put each other out with every shot. John, with every shot, these guys are trying to end the fight. What a start. Frantic pace early on to this one. And there it is. He gets an early takedown. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Look at those weapons. Look at how he uses his knees to the body. Nice counter left hook to the head. Big punch land. Ooh. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Back to the left hand now. Unable to connect. Left hook counter there yet again. Oh, headshot bang as the high kick lands. Solid kick by him there. Oh, and he lands another counter
strike here. He has landed several in this round. And if you are a counter-striking stylist, you can do worse than watching this guy compete. Beautiful job defensively, head movement, foot movement, and ultimately finding a home for these counter shots repeatedly in this round.
Another takedown land.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
And he's back to his feet. Good sign for him there. Nice straight right lands.
So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. Well, he blocked that one. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
2 minutes now to go. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots. Beautiful jab lands.
Trying to set up that counterattack. Right on the button.
Looks like Pac-Man. He's taking so many strikes to the head. Nice head kick. Oh! Real nice body kick lands.
Circling towards the left now. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Clean left punch followed by the right. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Nice straight punch. Nice kick. These guys are going at it. They just throw over the left hook, yep.
And he lands yet another hook there. Flush. Nice job by Tyson. Nice display of technique by him there on the side kick. Now we'll see if he can follow it up.
Very traditional technique that a lot of guys are using now in the UFC. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Now he counters with a right hook to the head.
Another big takedown.
Round 2 is next.
All right, relax. You're fine. It's just a little blood. We've been here before. You've been cut. No worries. We like the taste of our own blood. Now's the chance to go out there and get
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, and for all the good that he did in that round, it was the punching that really led to him really taking control of the fight. He did a great job finding his shot over and over again.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, so the next round is underway. Will it be more of the same? And by that, I mean all of those strikes to the body. You've got to think at some point the opposition is going to lower that guard or get finished.
And that's exactly what he is hoping for. All those great body shots, all that damage to another opponent will force an opening up top where he will look to finish.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Clipped with a right hand counter. All right, doing work with the jab. Well, would you take a look at that counter striking the real story of this fight tonight? Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Oh, strong punch there by Tyson. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Man, look at that damage on the right side of his body, starting to really bruise now.
Big shots to the head.
Oh, he's staying busy here, connecting with a barrage of punches.
Over and over, he is landing punches to the head. He's throwing these punches in combination, really dictate the pace of his opponent. Flying knee lands to the head.
Whiffs on the elbow. Oh, he continues to attack the body yet again here, just as he did in the previous round. He blocks the shot. 3 minutes to go.
Oh, nice.
Headshot, bang. Counters with the left hook. Nicely done there. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
That's a brutal cut on his nose there. He is bleeding. Just out of range with the big right hand.
Beautiful kick lands there.
2 minutes now to go in round 2. Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
Different round and the striking clinic continues. Shades of Max Holloway back in the day against Calvin Kattar. Every strike he has thrown seemingly is finding the target.
I mean, it's landing. Everything is landing, J.A. And coming into this fight, he understood that he had an advantage in this particular skill. I don't know if he could have even expected it to be this fast as we have seen to this point in the fight.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Big ground and pound.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Oh, he escapes!
He got out! Wow, that is great submission defense. Using a lot of good movement.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
20 seconds to go, round 2. Establishing the jab here. Final seconds here. Round 3 next. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
You ready? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Well, perhaps it's a high fight IQ, perhaps it's obvious, but he is attacking that cut that is getting deep in that limb.
And it seems like the right decision, because you can see his opponent starting to paw at it. You can see it starting to take an effect. It's messing with him mentally. For him, he's got to continue to attack that area and hope that it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Lands a nice jab there. So unable to connect on the uppercut. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
And that spinning kick found its home up top. So Iron Mike Tyson's able to protect the eye there with that block. So that is a nice adjustment that the fighter made there to raise the guard and prevent further damage on that cut. Would you look at the size of that bruise on his torso? Nasty. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides.
Straight punch lands. Beautiful body kick.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him. Whether or not he's reaching forward, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to lead him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. Well, oftentimes when you see damage like this, things are critical. We don't always see a referee calling a doctor for body strikes, but maybe this would be a case to call him.
This is one of those situations where something abnormal is going to feel pretty good. We don't see it very often, but this is one of those times where doctor needs to come in and check this guy out.
Swing and a big miss by Tyson. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now.
Nice punch lands.
Well, DC, no denying he's winning this fight, and it's got to feel pretty good if you're a fighter. You put in the work, and it all comes together on fight.
When it all comes together, nothing feels better to go out there and implement the game plan that you guys have worked on in training camp, and it goes as desired. Nothing feels better.
Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming his way.
Get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger.
All right, so the swelling becoming a real factor right now. Did they inject something into his face, or is he just swollen from the strikes?
Swollen from the strikes, man. Guy taking a couple shots. You never know which one is going to start to make you get damage. Something good landed, and now you see the swelling starting.
Just misses with the right.
Good jab there by the champion. Good jab.
Nice counter right hook there.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow. When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
Looks like someone took a red Sharpie to his side. A lot of bruising courtesy of those body strikes.
Oh, big kicks, big punches. He's doing everything he told us he intended to do to slow this guy down. And you can see his opponent starting to really be labored in most of his movements.
All right, 3 rounds down. potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, you're cut. No big deal. Just a little scratch. Don't mind the blood. We do need you to protect yourself so the ref doesn't try and stop this fight. Gotta keep working.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is almost over. The goal is within reach now. 15 minutes down, 10 to go. You tell yourself you can do anything for 10 minutes. Big body kick land.
Oh, this is not good. That right eye starting to shut.
Oh, nice right hand counter.
Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there.
What a beautiful body kick.
Good jab. Landing a good series of strikes here. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Tyson's taking aim at that cut right now. A strong decision by him to land strikes on an area that he has already done significant damage on.
Let's go. Let's open up that cut a little bit more.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Yet again, rinse and repeat, targeting that swelling, and you gotta think this is gonna start to affect his performance now.
Yeah, it's at a point now, John, where he's gonna start to get desperate. He's gonna start to make some mistakes because the swelling is not just minor anymore. We're starting to get into the major territory.
Huge block there. Well, now these kicks are really starting to pile up since he found his range. This could be trouble. Nice straight there by Tyson.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Man, looks like he's trying to set records here, landing all of these strikes. He is aggressive to a fault, and really has been all night long as he continues to pour it on. Got to be careful here, though, not to gas out. Back to the hook now. Looked like it did stun him a little bit. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert.
Well, an incredible fight thus far. Both fighters look like they could be finished at any time. If you wondered about the heart on either side, that question was answered tonight.
Nothing. There are no more questions in regards to these two fighters. Both of these men have been hurt. Both of these men are swollen. They're bloody. They're both, even though they're both willing and ready to continue this fight.
That strike blocked by Tyson. Misses with the left hook.
Oh, boy, look at that gas.
Oh, brilliant execution to land the roundhouse. Oh, he might be out. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
His nose is all crooked, it's all beat up, it's bleeding. He got hurt bad. That nose looks broken.
Heavy on that cut. Let's go. Get it.
Off
offensive fight. Nice job to block the shot there.
Big shot lands for both guys.
30 seconds now to go in the round.
Beautiful kick lands.
So Iron Mike Tyson's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut's not getting any better. We got the best cut men in the game. Gotta think they're gonna be busy in between rounds. Able to land, but barely with that front kick. Oh, going for the takedown here. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. Well, what a war of attrition this fight has been. Both fighters dealing with cuts, critical damage in the facial area. Someone's got to give at some point.
Yeah, these are the types of fights that we love. These guys are leaking everywhere. They're both trying to finish this fight. They're very evenly matched, and you can see it in the competition, but you can also see it in the damage that they're both showing.
All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's going to have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
Let's get this fight to the ground and get on.
You ready to fight? Ready.
5th and final round. All right, so he continues to land and right on that cut. Getting a little bit hard to watch right now with all the blood pouring out.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes you got guys that cut easily. You think the Diaz brothers, this guy gets cut, but it doesn't seem to be deterring him. He's still trying to fight, but he's got to make some changes.
Oh, straight to the body by Tyson. Well, if you like blood, maybe this is the fight for you, but that cut just continues to get targeted by his opponent.
He's a bloody mess, Jay. He's been beat up. The guy has been targeting the eye, and now the cut is at a stage that I don't know if he's going to be able to be in there much longer.
Oh, the straight hand lands flush to the body by Tyson.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. Another big body kick lands.
And there's a takedown attempt. Just misses with the straight right.
He got him hurt bad here.
And just misses with that big right hand. Well, I'm not sure if there's a facial fracture of some kind, but the striking approach has certainly worked tonight. And his opponent is hurting for certain.
He's hurting really bad right now. I mean, every single time a shot lands. Oh, goes over that round. Hurt him again.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit.
Work, guys, come on.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Now some spacing as they exit the clinch.
Oh, man, that leg's all beat up.
All right, well, it's late in the fight. Time is of the essence, and when you're clearly losing and you know you need a finish, risk management goes out the window.
Oh, yeah, no more risk management. Either get knocked out or you knock him out. One way or the other, you're going to lose. You can lose by decision or you can lose by knockout. But that's another one. He's got to move. They're going to stop this fight if he doesn't move.
Shades of Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald as these athletes go toe-to-toe, both dealing with cuts and adversity and trying to fight through it. Absolutely incredible result.
So many people say they want to be a fighter. If I'm trying to convince somebody not to do it, I will show them this fight. This fight has been amazing. These guys have laid it all out on the line. I wonder now who's going to be the first one to take a backward step and almost concede that this is too much. Real sneaky body kick.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Tyson. Oh, collar tie.
And a big elbow inside. Block that punch. That leg kick lands. Counter left. Oh, nice jab.
Come on, bro. Keep those hands up for him.
Well, some might describe this as critical condition. That eye is absolutely mangled. I wouldn't be surprised to see us get a stoppage here soon.
Yeah, I mean, John, you look at his face. He's been beaten up for a very long time. I could see the doctor coming into the ring, looking at the cut and saying, I've seen enough.
What an absolute war it has been. Probably going to hold up in the Fight of the Year conversation. And I wouldn't be surprised to see both fighters at the hospital later tonight.
It just takes me back to certain fights. It takes me back to Michael Johnson against Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler versus Dustin Poirier. The best fights in the world is what I think about when I look at these two. From the blood, from the damage, to the heart and the spirit that these two have shown. I cannot believe that these guys have made it to a minute left in the fight with that type of ability.
15 seconds. Counter punch landed there by Tyson.
Stop.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 50-47, and 50-45. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson!
So, big UFC win for Iron Mike Tyson here tonight.